women, you're not funny. Happy International Women's Day. Yeah, because you can't really do it at first.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're back again.
Are we?
Again.
How long's it been?
Who cares?
A week? A day? 3 months?
It's a day.
4 months?
Who knows?
A year, right? This is in 23. We're recording this February.
Yes, this will be uploaded in probably 20.
We're recording this February 18th,
It was
2023.
like 72 weeks in a year or something.
That's 72 videos. I had a stroke. That's 72 videos a day, big guy. A day? A week. Fuck. God.
All right, big guy. You think you can stop having a stroke for 5 minutes so you can start reading?
I'm trying. I'm trying real hard. Gamer. In the end. You want that, man? He's ready to kill me, by the way. In the end, my selfish request was readily granted. As Satoko muttered complaints under her breath, quite merrily, she came with me to the store. Rika-chan didn't come with us. She said she had a thing she wanted to do, or something.
Yeah, Rika.
Sure, Rika. Yeah, I'm sure you really had something to do there. I believed her when she told me, but when I really thought about it, I started to think maybe she was being considerate towards Satoko in her own way. Without Rika-chan here, Satoko was prouder and more loquacious than ever. I love that word.
You know what that means?
I don't, but I love the
We'll
word.
know what it means in a minute.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you understand? Supermarkets will put things on sale when it gets near closing time. For example, you can't have a stir fry without some pork, and if we wait a little longer, it'll be marked half off. They can't sell meat or fish once it's not fresh anymore. So they make it all cheaper in a last-ditch effort not to have anything left over. Of course, every veteran housewife is familiar with this concept, and when we get to close to happy hour like we are now, when we get close. Dude, why is Satoko actually like, look at how much text on the fucking screen is Satoko talking about.
Just means talkative.
Ah! I'm like, look at how much fucking text on the screen there is for Satoko explaining when to buy meat at a grocery store. I wasn't really listening to her, but she was telling me all this quite proudly. Every time I seemed surprised at something or made an affirmative grunt in place of conversation, Satoko would say, "You don't know anything, do you, Keiichi-san?" and smile very happily in spite of her complaints. She led me by the hand to all sorts of stalls, one after the other. Do you know how much of a sight that would be? To see fucking Satoko just rambling about how to buy things in a grocery store and Keiichi just standing behind her going, uh-huh. Yeah, that's great.
That's like, I work in a grocery store. That's about.
Is that common?
That's about every other couple you see in there.
I only worked in yeah, I can name drop Kroger. What? Do they give a shit?
They're not sponsoring us. They don't get a name drop. What are you talking about?
Okay, let me unname drop them. I only worked at Rokurg for like a month. And they sucked. I hated working there. But yeah, I didn't fucking see like anyone in there, so I can't vouch for anything. All I know is produce best aisle. I love produce. You should work in produce, it's fun. You get the
advice for all
yeah.
for all those people going out for their first job. Go work in produce.
Go work in produce and Excoup and Roger. Rokurg.
Don't go to either of those places. Go to Stoofs. Well, I don't know how to. Stoofs. Elhov. I don't know.
Elhov? Yeah.
How would you say that?
I don't fucking. Hold on.
Lol?
Lol?
I'm cutting. This is cringe.
This is a good bit. I like this bit. I'm a fan of this. You may cut this bit, but I enjoyed this bit. I had fun with this. She was in such a supreme mood. Like the brand? That's
No name dropping.
Nvidia, Nike, Adidas, Jordan's, Supreme, Gucci. I'm out of brands. Adidas.
You said that one already.
I did? Fuck. I know that's getting cut, so I'll just run it back. She was in such a supreme mood that just being with her cheered me up. Merely being pulled into Satoko's pace was a lot of fun. Hey, what? Keiichi? Yeah. Hey, why don't we just go with this economy-sized pack? Whoa, there's a real good-looking one with cheese in it over here. Keiichi-san, you have no financial sense.
What a horrible insult for a 15-year-old.
I want that line, but I need to like read it out with my own name, and then whenever I go to like make a poor decision, I just play the clip, and it's just Satoko in this fucking PNG of a store. It's just like, Connor, you have horrible financial sense, or you have no financial sense. Look at this! It's over our budget! We don't have enough money! Satoko pushed a handful of receipts in my face. Why can't Satoko do these kind of mental calculations when she's at school? Drat!
It's
Should we... Is this Keiichi?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Drat! Should we buy a load of the normal ones, or buy fewer of the better stuff with the cheese in it? This is quite troubling. Calm down. For boys at your age, it's wiser to choose quantity over quality. Grr, Satoko, you're being too strict. A man's heart desires both quality and quantity. Why can't you understand that? No matter the size of a man's heart, his wallet won't be any bigger. I swear. Hey, stop clinging to the glass so stubbornly. After enjoying ourselves in such an exchange, we started to hear energetic voices coming from over by the butcher we visited earlier. I could see a handful of housewives flooding the place. MILFs? I think Keiichi would be a MILF hunter. He'd make a great stepdad, you know?
Keiichi would make a great stepdad.
I told someone that to their face during my game at North Florida.
God damn.
One of the guys on our team, he looked at me and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna accidentally fall into the arms of all those single moms over there. And I looked him right in the eyes and I said, Jack, you'd make a great stepdad, you know that? And it just like shattered his entire fucking existence. And he just looked at me and he like as soon as I said it, he immediately like his fight or flight kicked in. He just started walking away. And he turned around as he's walking away and he's like, I don't ever say that again. And I think that's just a new one I'm putting in my arsenal.
It just comes out of left field, like out of nowhere. What? What do you mean? What does that mean?
I think it's a new one I'm putting in my arsenal. It's just, if I really want to throw someone off their game, just look at them and go, you know, you'd really make a great stepfather.
God damn. So rude.
I know. That's why I love it. This is Satoko, yeah. Oh no! If we don't hurry, all the half-off pork will be gone! Ow, ow, ow. And don't pull me! And don't pull on my neck! How does she reach? How does she reach that? Was she fucking all the way up here, like grabbing fucking Keiichi's shit? There's a hole in the ceiling. Do you see that?
I don't think that's a hole.
What is it? That's a hole.
Hole in the ceiling.
That's a hole in the ceiling, dude. I'm telling you that. How did that get there?
It's not even.
That's a hole. That's unapologetically a hole.
I don't.
If I got on this, if I had like a ladder and I could stick something in that, that's a hole. Without a doubt.
For context, it's like the size of a pin prick up there. Just on the ceiling, right above Connor's chair. What are you doing, buddy? That puts a
Is
hole in
someone
the
gonna like assassinate me? Am I gonna be sitting here and I like throw my head back to laugh and poison falls out of the hole into my mouth? I'm gonna get killed in this apartment. This is where I die. How are you gonna film this with me then?
Hands. I'm gonna strangle you to death.
How are you gonna film this with my dead body? Satoko.
Getting at Bernie's.
You just, I've said enough syllables and enough words where you just voice code me through the entire thing.
I mean, I've got enough footage. I could do that.
For it.
I could do that.
Oh, Christ.
Oh boy.
Satoko really seemed like she was having fun. She looked like a kid who had grabbed her family's hands while running towards an amusement park attraction. In the end, the bag of pork we obtained was so normal that it almost hurt, but I knew that it would taste absolutely delicious. Why isn't Satoko making me stir fry? We need to normalize people making me more food.
You are the one who makes the food. Don't you know that?
That's why people should be making me food. The cicadas had come out at some point.
That's what happens when you become too
much of a dad.
Just a fucking word. Not reliable.
Competent?
Yeah, that's what happens when you're too competent. People actually rely on you for shit and they don't do it themselves.
That's cringe. I hate it, dude. I'm gonna wake up one day and pretend I don't remember anything and like don't know how to function, and you guys are just gonna have to baby me, and it's gonna be the greatest year of my life.
This isn't my beautiful wife. This isn't my wonderful car. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
You can't just name drop that here. You can't. What are we talking about not name dropping shit?
I'm saying lyrics. I'm not saying a name.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking get us like copyright struck or something, right?
I'm gonna
Your very casual spoken way of saying lyrics is gonna get us copyrighted. We're gonna get DMCA'd.
Can't wait for it to be a character's birthday in here.
We sing happy birthday.
We don't even see. We say the words happy birthday and we get struck.
DMCA. It's a fucked up world we live in, man. The cicadas had come out at some point, and the Higurashi. What?
Yeah.
The Higurashi were singing in chorus. I don't know why it sounded like I said it so wrong. The air was so clear, and it felt so good.
Higurashi.
Our silhouettes. I always want to say silhouettes.
So what?
Yeah, I always want to say silhouettes. Our silhouettes stretching out on the ground made for a really wonderful picture.
What, like Scene Bean? You're just reading it the way it looks?
Yeah, silhouettes.
Instead of Sean Bean,
Scene Bean. Lasagna.
I'm trying to think. What the fuck at work do I? Jalapenos.
Me and the.
There's just words. I'll see and I'll just say them the wrong way for like 5 minutes just at work.
Me and the boys
in my head.
Me and the boys right here. Bicky-cole to work.
Bicky-cole. What's that video with the guy reading all
the wrong shit? I love that fucking video, dude.
I don't even know how he does it.
He's so good at it. And we had filled our bicycle baskets to the brim with our shopping bags. They only contained ingredients and various other foodstuffs. Even so, every last thing packed in them sorta looked really happy, and made me feel really happy in turn. Keiichi's a simple man.
Indeed.
He just needs happy looking food, and then guess what? His mood is fixed.
Hey, I'm very similar.
Is this Keiichi or Rat? That's Keiichi. Okay, cool. Going shopping for dinner. Hiccups? Fixed. Going shopping for dinner seems pretty sensible too. It makes you really enjoy your meals. I can't wait to eat. That's a part of cooking for yourself as well. Dinner starts while you're shopping for it. I like that. I'm so excited for this. Vegetable stir fry isn't even in my mom's cookbook. I never get to eat it unless we go to a Chinese place, so I'm really looking forward to it today. Forward to it today. That is indeed a pity. Then today I will present to you an especially tasty dish. I feel at home when I voice Rat.
Feel at home.
I feel at home. Normally, right about now, there's something about voicing characters with lisps that puts me at home. Because my one long play D&D character was a lisp. It was just a very high pitched lisp kind of here. And then my other one is I just took Rat's voice because I really like Rat's voice. Normally, right about now was the time I would start messing with her, but I didn't. Yeah, I bet you'll end up making something really great. I'm really looking forward to it. She stammered for a second. Satoko had been prepared for me to start making fun of her right then, too. And when it didn't come, she was surprised. Or maybe she stammered for some other reason I don't know. But I immediately knew she wasn't feeling anything bad. Yes, I'll deliver an extraordinarily delectable dish. You'd better look forward to it. I wish I could do every single other voice as well as I do Rat's. That's all I want. That's all I wish for. As Satoko and I rode back on our bikes, I had a thought. Was I this sort of person? Until now, I would have lashed back at Satoko right away if she did something to me. Yeah, that was the kind of relationship we had. We would poke at each other a little, then kick up a storm while nitpicking at one another. At some point, that had changed. We weren't playing our usual tit for tat. I love that phrase. I didn't provoke her, so we didn't fight. That went for Satoko too. Satoko, who I thought I knew, hadn't been like this up until now. Our relationship was changing, little by little. You know who does that? Peter. So Peter's favorite thing in the world is to play devil's advocate. It doesn't matter what stance it is. Mm-hmm. You'll throw anything at Peter and he'll just go, yeah, but what if you're just wrong? And you'll look at him and you'll say some shit.
I was talking to him about Halo and that was it was a infuriating conversation. It was like, bro, do you even know what you're talking about?
Yeah, but that's what he does, is he plays devil's advocate in everything. Because I think it also helps him learn about shit without having to research it. You got a little hole there, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Okay. But yeah, you'll just look at Peter and be like, I think people should be able to drink water. And Peter will go,
yeah, but Hitler drank water.
or he'll look at you and be like, yeah, but why should people deserve water? Yeah, sure, they need it to function, but they should work for it.
I didn't say deserve. There's a difference between prescription and description, buddy.
It's very fun. I like arguing with Peter. It's a lot of fun. And you'll talk about something you have 100% confidence in. He'll just tell you to fuck off. It's great. Our relationship was changing, little by little. And that's what it felt like. But it wasn't something I had to worry about. I think this is just the Keiichi voice that I like.
Yeah.
It's settled in. I'm I think I'd rather just do this and find out how to go places with it. Because it doesn't really hurt my throat and it settles in. It's a bit different. It's like kind of similar to Mion, but I think Mion is a lot louder and a little bit deeper. It's different enough for my speaking voice. I think this is it. I think it took me 3 games, but I think I've finally fucking found the Keiichi voice. But it wasn't something I had to worry about. It was like our relationship had become a little bit happier, a little bit more charming. I wonder why we changed like this. Was she lonely and projecting her older brother Satoshi, who hadn't returned home, onto me? Rika-chan told me about that yesterday. And that was probably exactly it. So as my actions drew closer to Satoshi's, Satoko was returning to how she'd been when she was living happily with her older brother. Ryukishi does not repeat himself. In other words, this Satoko
Never heard Rikishi repeat himself.
was the real Satoko. As Satoko had been able to see her brother again, and had finally gone back to normal. Now that I'd been playing the role of her brother, I discovered that she really could smile so sweetly. But I wasn't Satoshi Hojo.
Alright.
I was Keiichi Mayabara, a totally different person. I'm gonna do it with everyone. I'm letting you know now. It's not as fun to just go Hojo.
Yep.
You gotta go Hojo. I think you did it once as Oishi, and that's where I got it from.
Satoko Hojo-san.
Yeah, I think it's just how you say it as Oishi, because I picked it up from somewhere. I didn't come up with this.
No, that's just how I say everybody's name is Oishi. Oishi.
Yeah, I think I heard you just lay it out as Oishi, and I was like, that's the one. I couldn't become her brother. I could come close, but I never really get there. And that was vaguely, somehow, a little sad. I was wearing Satoshi's mantle, and that would have to come off one day. And that would doubtlessly put an end to this meager, nostalgic, peaceful time of Satoko's. A limited tranquility. A tranquility that would end one day. Putting it in those terms, it really was sad. I shook my head firmly and drove off those pointless thoughts. What's the matter, Keiichi-san? Sorry, it was nothing. If it's nothing, then please don't act all strange like that. It makes me worried that you might have eaten something rotten. Right. Sorry, Satoko. Nagging like always, but she still seemed really happy. That mood of hers drew me in, putting a smile on my own face. It's the classic Keiichi projects every single thought that he has onto his face. You know the one Daft Punk fucking Tom that has the gold helmet with the full screen?
Right.
That's Keiichi, except every thought he has just comes across the screen as text.
Right.
Hey, Keiichi Mayabara, why don't we quit thinking about this having to end one day? If it will, then just think about it when that happens. There was one thing, however, that I could say for sure. As long as I smiled like this, Satoko's own smile would never wane. So long as I stay this way, this tranquility would never end. This is what he thinks at, like, every chapter.
Yeah.
And then everything goes to shit, and he kills somebody. Satoshi would come back one day, too.
Did he kill anybody with Tanagashi?
With his rippling abs and ripe charisma, he basically did, yeah.
Okay, but
He was so hot that Mion Shion had to kill someone, and they
Right.
killed a bunch of people because
Hey.
No, he killed Rika and Rika and Satoko. That's kind of on him. I mean, they stepped up and were like, "Yeah, we're gonna die for you," but like that's kind of on him.
okay.
But like, you know, if he didn't open the shed, you know,
he blamed himself for it, yeah.
he directly killed people in Onikakushi.
Yes.
He indirectly killed people in Watanagashi. So I speculate that he is going to spiritually kill someone in this game. What's the name of this again? Tatarigoroshi? Yeah, he's going to spiritually kill someone in Tatarigoroshi. It's going to be Satoko.
Spiritually.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
he's going to spiritually kill Satoko. And I'm going to actually cry. because he's going to hurt my rat, and I'm gonna be so angry. Satoshi would come back one day too. That might happen a lot further away than I'd like, but didn't they find Satoshi in the well?
No.
Am I tripping?
You're tripping.
Okay, thank you. Until that day, what's wrong with me being a replacement for him? Saying that I'm not her real brother, so I can't become Satoshi, that was just an excuse. If I didn't run away, Satoko would stay happy and live a fun life of annoyed nitpicking. I don't know what happened to Satoshi or what made him abandon Satoko and run away, but just seeing Satoko in such a good mood made me think I could persevere as long as I needed to. Thank you. So this is what I thought. I wouldn't become Satoshi. I would become a replacement brother. Step bro? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I'm gonna take this pencil, buddy. I'm just gonna
just fucking. My hands are up. Just kill me. Literally, just fucking kill me.
right into the sternum. Yeah.
Thank you, dude. All right, I'm back. Keiichi. This is it. This is the kind of stir fry I was waiting for. It's great. It's absolutely great. The salt and the pepper and the broth. Man, I could eat an entire pot of this. Stop that, Keiichi-san. You're spilling food everywhere. The food isn't going to run away. You don't need to eat it so fast. You seen the picture where the guy's holding the chicken sandwich and his knuckles are white and his hands are like dug into the sandwich? And someone tweets him and is like, why you holding it that hard, bro? No one's gonna take it from you. No, it will run away. The best and freshest flavors are running away the moment the meal is completed. If you were to make 100 delicious things, then I would have a duty to taste every one of them. It's just good manners to do so. I'm in the mood for sushi. Your feelings are more than enough, so calm down and enjoy your food. You're right, I'm sorry. No insults here. I meekly scratched my head, then put down my chopsticks and laughed along with her like it was funny. Keiichi fake laughing at girls to make them feel better. Women? Not funny. Happy International Women's Day. We can pretend today is International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day, you're not funny. You've been lied to.
Jesus Christ. He's coming out of nowhere with his stuff.
This is where Tyler just shows up and he's like, I'm not associated with this man. He's just here. Like, this is a separate recording. I'm not in a room with him. I don't share any of his views or beliefs.
Wait, I'm purely bound by contract to associate with this man.
It's all business, no pleasure. I ended up doing most of the eating. Please don't put that in. If anyone I know, if anyone I know watches that isn't like in my Discord, do you know how much shit I'm gonna get for that? Even if it's like in context, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get so much shit for that.
Don't worry, buddy. You got a good year before it comes out.
It's gonna be the first clip of the video is me just going, hey women, you're not funny. Happy International Women's Day. And that's just gonna be how the video starts. I ended up doing most of the eating. Satoko was barely taking a bite. She seemed satisfied just by watching me enjoy the food so much. Whenever I filled my mouth with more of her delicious meal, Satoko looked glad. That let me enjoy the food even more. In this way, she kept smiling happily the whole time. Looking at her made me feel really happy as well. The time passed softly and gently. Before, I would have gone back and forth hurling insults with Satoko. In other words, we would have gotten into a fight right away. I'd never known I could feel such peace of mind by talking to her honestly like this. I was a little bit happy about having discovered this new side of Satoko. For example, I was eating food that Satoko had made. There wasn't an inch of me that thought it was suspicious. Before, however, Satoko would have definitely put some sort of trap into this. I think I ate too much. I'm gonna Keiichi's on a date with like a beautiful woman. And they go to a steakhouse. He's dressed up in like a 3-piece suit, right? He looks incredible. You know, Oishi would be proud.
Oishi would be proud.
And there's just this beautiful woman sitting across from him. They're having a great date. Everything is going great. And he just looks at her and goes, I think I ate too much. I'm gonna go take a shit. And just stands up and walks away.
Oh my god.
He's a true man's man, you know?
He's one of the people. He's one with the people.
I think I ate too much. I'm gonna go take a dump. Hey, Keiichi-san! It's bad manners to say such words during a meal. Then what should I say? I'm going to go to the bathroom? The toilet? The laboratory? Satoko looked down, her face bright red, and just pointed at the hallway as if to say, just go already. Whoops. My old habits seem to have come back, but yeah, this wasn't all that bad either. No weird schemes, everything is just natural. And while having such utterly unguarded thoughts, I went to the bathroom. This is like the Keiichi, the aftermath of the Keiichi Brown note. I'm gonna mention it at least once per game. I think we talked about it in Watanagashi. Tug. My foot caught on something string-like. Huh? What? Banker slam, ka-ha-oh, rattle, rattle? A kettle? Wash tubs? Satoko! She got me. I can't believe her. She always does this when I let my guard down. I can't relax for a minute around her. Still, it was kind of funny, and I didn't really feel like getting angry. Satoko literally trapped this man's fucking shitter. Sorry, we still don't have a time for our fucking game this weekend? We don't have a time for our game this weekend, and the Nest, who schedules their shit, right, has like kind of given me a time for the game, but that's because I know the people that work there, but they haven't announced a time for our games. Not this weekend, next weekend. And so like I hear the buzz for GroupMe and I'm like, okay, I want to check it, and then I go look and they're just shit posting and talking about women and getting drunk, because apparently they're trying to pull up and party at 12 p.m. tomorrow and just get day drink and just get shit faced all day to go into the weekend. And I'm just like, guys. Satoko laughing Satoko laughing uproariously. Nope.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Satoko laughing uproariously came over. See? I knew you would fall for it sooner or later. Why, you little... I let my guard down for 1 second, and this is what I get? I picked up all the wash tubs that had hit me in the head and went to go hit Satoko with them. But then I doubled over with the laughter that had been welling up within me, so I couldn't manage it. His first fucking instinct is violence. I wish things could go on forever like this. I really thought that was chapter end, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I was having the most fun. What? It's not like I was having the most fun since coming to Hinamizawa or anything. But it was probably the first time that I had spent my day so simply and comfortably. It really wasn't worth much. It was only a few hours after all. As an only child, it was my first taste of having a sibling.
Hey, you can relate.
It's not worth, don't do it. Nikki and years when this episode comes out, if I somehow manage to bully you into watching all of this, go fuck yourself.
If she gets this deep into the fucking...
just to hear that me tell her to go fuck herself after being that long into it.
Listen, I apologize. I'm sorry you had to suffer through all of this, but
It only gets worse.
It only gets
Don't
worse.
listen to him. It only gets worse.
I can't guarantee anything gets better.
It only gets worse. It probably hasn't been better since this episode came out, or since any episode came out. Watanagashi was worse. Watanagashi so bad. Okay. Just washing dishes with her felt really nice. Side by side we washed, with the experienced Satoko doing most of the work, as I threw in appropriate words to add to the conversation. The scene was so commonplace, and yet so mild and warm. I love how he describes this as mild and warm.
Yeah?
That's good, because it's true. Maybe I had felt this kind of warmth before, too, in the past. I think I've stood next to the sink with my mother like this when I was little. It made me feel so nostalgic when I remembered it. Fuck. It was the same sort of slow, easy time. It was tranquil. Such a quiet tranquility that the fact I wasn't uneasy about anything itself almost made me uneasy. Hey, wait, Keiichi Mayabara. You feel uneasy about something just from spending time so leisurely? There's nothing at all to feel uneasy about. I know I'm interrupting again, but it reminds me of in Watanagashi when he says that he always took summer classes and didn't know what to do during the summer, and that like summer existed and he was just always so busy, and I want to cry again. I don't remember, I'm sure I brought it up and I said it. I literally almost cried when he said that. I just like genuinely, I don't know what happened. Like everything else in this game has been fine. I haven't like wanted to cry. Like there's been sad stuff in this game, obviously, but I haven't like wanted to like cry and like actually felt my eyes
when
well up.
when Keiichi started talking about how his summers were just full of just
Like I literally wanted to sob. I
Nothing.
was so sad. I don't know what like came over me. Like I just got hit,
God damn.
and it like this is giving me similar energy. Like it makes Keiichi makes me really fucking sad. Like out of every character and everything to happen so far, Keiichi is the one who like literally makes me want to cry.
Jeez.
I don't know what it is. Keiichi makes me really sad. That was all where this is going. There's nothing to feel uneasy about. I mean, why would I be punished for enjoying a gentle life? I'd do anything just to keep these days going, and I would never do anything bad, no matter what. I'd work hard for it, and endure much for it. So God, it's not much of a dream to want this kind of thing to keep me ongoing, or keep on going. But can't you grant it? Phone call.
How messy that
His
kitchen
fucking kitchen is still, it looks like it's still on fire.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
oh. What was that?
Oh.
I didn't like that.
Oh.
That was like visceral when it came out of me. I didn't like that.
Alright.
Oh? Is this not the telephone? Who could it be at this hour? Oh, you're right. I hadn't noticed until she mentioned it. I hurried to stand up and ran to the phone. Who could it be at a time like this? I did feel a little like the phone had interrupted my happy moment. It's gonna be Rika-chan.
Rika?
Yeah, Rika has a phone, right?
Yeah.
She's probably like, where the fuck is Satoko? I like how this fucking phone sound effect will just keep going. But I still wanted to brag about how happy the time I was. The fuck? But I still wanted to brag about how happy the time I was spending made me, no matter who it was on the other side. Hello? This is Mayabara speaking.
Hello, Keiichi.
Mom!
It's your mother.
Fuck you, Mom! Oh, hello, Mom. What is it? It's pretty late. That was a little cold of me, when she was only calling because she was worried about her son. I couldn't help but give myself a dry smile.
It sounds like you're doing just fine for yourself. I was worried that you couldn't make dinner and went to bed hungry. I don't know. I can't do
Nah,
this
it worked out.
voice. Did you make dinner properly? What did you have tonight?
It was vegetable stir fry, rice, and miso soup. I bought stuff for it at the supermarket, plus a whole bunch of side dishes just for fun. Oh yeah, listen to this. I got the pork during the sale and got it half off. the things a housewife knows, right? And also, all of that was thanks to Satoko and not something I should be proud about. But still, I couldn't help but want to boast about the dinner tonight. It seemed like Mom got the hint that I was in a really good mood.
The hint.
The hint is Keiichi's like, oh my god, look at all the shit I did today. Two modules?
I see. I'm so relieved that you're doing just fine. Oh yes, another thing. Your dad and I finished up with our job. We think we'll be back tomorrow afternoon or evening.
I see.
You did well for 2 nights. We've been pulling all-nighters too. It was a lot of work, but we managed to fill the gap in your dad's mentor's event.
Cool. That's good. Well done. Why did my parents coming home seem so disappointing? I knew a little bit of the reason, of course. This tranquility I never wanted to end was about to end so readily, and it was a little painful. After being asked what kind of souvenir I wanted from Tokyo and replying that anything edible would be great, I put down the receiver and Satoko appeared, having finished cleaning up her trap. At first, Satoko was in a very good mood, but when she saw me put down the receiver with an uncertain expression, her own clouded over a bit. It seemed like she'd gotten the gist of what my phone conversation had been about. Was that your parents, Keiichi-san? Yeah. Mom says they'll be back tomorrow. Oh, that's good then. I won't have to go to the trouble of making you dinner tomorrow. Now you can enjoy your meals with just your family. Keiichi is going to double down here, and I'm going to be so proud of him, and it's going to make me very happy. No, that's not it. When I think about the dull, plain dinner table coming back tomorrow, it's a little lonely. You sure do live in luxury. A oh, fuck, man. You sure do live in luxury. A family sitting around the dinner table is the most fun way to enjoy a meal of all. Her brother Satoshi running away from home came to my mind immediately. But there was no gloom in the way she said it. It was only for 2 days, but they were very enjoyable dinners. Satoko. They put the 2 saddest characters in the game together and like have them interact, and it makes me sad. Fuck my pencil. Well then, next time I'll go to your house to visit. Huh? As Satoko momentarily made a happy smile, but then a second later it changed to an expression of surprise. My house is small and it's dirty, and the kitchen isn't as good as this one. Well, I don't mind. But, well, if you don't want to, then I won't. Satoko shook her head firmly, her whole body expressing denial. I gotta get you to teach me a whole bunch more stuff, too. I finally managed to figure out how to use the rice cooker and how to cook miso soup, after all. My mans doesn't know how to use a rice cooker, bro.
You know what he did, right? He didn't even, like, turn it on last time. He turned it on, but he didn't, like...
Oh, yeah.
Set it to do anything.
Yeah. I get it, man. I had used the manual the first time I did it. It's complicated. It's not like a toaster oven where I just turn the dial and it I mean, it's exactly like a toaster oven. I just turn the dial and it goes. I'm just dumb. That's right, isn't it? Perhaps we should use this opportunity to have you learn more about cooking. It was so like Satoko to take this chance to proclaim that it was all for my sake. But there was no way to conceal her own enthusiasm. It was true that this gentle time would come to an end when my parents got back. There was no need to lament that, though. I could easily put an effort to continue our mild moments like this. This is a comfy chapter. Like yesterday, Satoko told me she didn't need to be escorted home. But Rika-chan wasn't with her tonight. Satoko's going to die. She would be going home by herself. I feel like every game starts sooner. I feel like with Tanagashi had like a couple chapters. It was like the first, second, third chapter were like normal. And then the fourth is when it started to get weird. And then it went to hell in like the seventh. If I'm recalling correctly.
I don't know off the top of my head.
But it felt like Onekakushi was like 75% of the game
Well, yeah.
is like comfy, and then the last 25% is crazy.
Well, that's how it feels when you're when you're doing it the first time / second time.
I think I like. Do you see that? I think I like popped a blood vessel in my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's discolored. I don't know why. Everyone knew everyone else's face here in Hinamizawa, so it wasn't like it was dangerous to go out at night. And then that's where you edit in like every single like murder from like all the games so far. And editor's note: put in a flash cut of every single death so far and like all the dangerous things that have happened at night.
How many deaths do we have just on camera right now? We have 2, the first 2,
Yeah.
and then
with Tanagashi, all the weird shit that happened there at night.
But dude, there's no deaths on camera there.
Fuck, he's right. So it wasn't like it was dangerous to go out at night, but it still wasn't good to send a girl on her way all alone. At the very least, that's what I thought as Satoko's older brother. I'll take you as far as the school at least. There's more lights over in that direction anyway. It's really fine, alright? If someone bad shows up, I will take them down with one finger. There was no point in pressing her anymore on the subject, so I took a handful of Satoko's hair and rubbed her head vigorously. Come on, Satoko, don't complain so much. Ugh. Your Nii-Nee will bring you part of the way there. That's what I was about to say when I suddenly got embarrassed and my voice trailed off. Nii-Nee could only be the nickname Satoko gave to her older brother, and nothing else. I was about to use it pretty lightly, so I started to feel apologetic and a little ashamed. Oh! I got it. Fuck this game!
You know how Ryukishi likes to contrast light in the dark?
Yeah.
How you feeling, buddy?
This game is so comfy. This is so comfy. I can't wait for it to go to hell, but this is so comfy so far, man. Nii-Nee. What did Satoko just say? Ah, well, Keiichi-san just seems like an older brother. That is what I said. It's not quite right, but you seem kind of alike, so I just... Oh, ho, 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 ho. She's so dumb! Satoko laughed awkwardly and turned red in the face. Of course, I was embarrassed when I saw her too. I'm embarrassed reading this! Because the fact that I was trying to act like her brother had gotten across. A warm feeling spread out from my chest. It was completely different from romantic feelings or any of those more impatient emotions. It was much more graceful, quiet, and warm, and calm. Satoko still needed her Nii-Nee. I had initially thought Rika-chan was being sly by not coming today. But when I thought about it like this, I could feel a kind of thoughtfulness of her worrying about a good friend's feelings. Maybe Rika-chan had understood that she couldn't play the part of a brother herself. So then... No, let's stop there, Keiichi Maebara. There's no point in thinking about it so hard. It means everyone feels the same way. It means everyone wants Sadako to be happy. Sadako is acting as though her Nii-Nii running away from home didn't bother her at all, even though that actually wasn't the case. She was very sad, and always waiting for him to come home, because Sadako was a stable person when she was his sister. In order for her to really be this level-headed, having a brother was something she couldn't do without. In other words, Sadako still needed a brother. Maybe you could even say Sadako needed her Nii-Nii. That's, he wouldn't repeat himself. Nobody had the right to smile it away as childish immaturity. In fact, they deserved praise for being so close to each other as siblings. That role of brothers should be played by her real Nii-Nii, by Satoshi, but unfortunately, he wasn't here. So since I'm here, I'll play the part. And not with a guilty conscience, but in a very natural way. Because... was there something wrong with seeing Sadako smile so happily? What is it, Keiichi-san? You've been smirking for quite a while now. Is it weird for me to look happy? It isn't weird or anything, but, well... The sound of the motor on her bike light was too loud and I couldn't hear what Sadako said. What? What did you say? Nothing. You really are just like Nii-Nii, Keiichi-san. Is that right? This track? It's a little penis. It's a little bit of penis music, but it kind of bangs.
Oh my god. It's a little penis, he said.
It's a little penis. It's a little penisy. It's a little penisy.
You really came out.
It's a little
of
penis.
this touching scene between Satoko and her surrogate Nii-Nii. And you really said, this is kind of little penis. You really said that. This man will say the most fuck shit like anything. And just out of nowhere.
Yeah. I hope you know I do it in every context.
He cannot read the room. He has the Japanese would hate him.
See, it's not that I can't read the room. I choose to objectively go against the room. This is not like an accidental thing. This is a conscious decision. There is nothing better than just ball-busting a room by just saying something retarded. It's incredible. Yeah, this track is a little penis. It's a little penisy. It's good, but it's a little penis music.
Fucking hate you.
You chose this. You're locked in. I warned you.
Oh my god.
You're locked in. Yeah, of course you're completely different from my real Nii-Nii. But, there's things. Things that you do the same. It's really a mystery. The same. Do you feel lonely when you remember Nii-Nii? Once I said that, I thought for a moment that was absolutely the worst thing to say. Wrong thing to say. But Sadako didn't seem to mind one bit. It's not that I'm lonely, since Keiichi-san is being my Nii-Nii for me right now. As I was flustered for a moment at her hitting the mark, Sadako suddenly asked me a question in a calm voice. It was very quiet, composed, and adult question. Was it Rika? It was quiet, but her voice sounded lonely somehow. Then Rika ask you to act like my Nii-Nii for me? Is that what you think? And please don't take offense. Rika is strangely considerate of me, but it really doesn't bother me that much. I could say for sure that, at least, was a lie. Yesterday and today, Satoko had been so happy spending time like this with me as siblings. And that was proof itself that she was lying about it not getting to her. She has Nanako energy. That's what it is. That's why I want to scream. She has Nanako energy. That's, yeah. I've hit the nail on the head. Because Nanako just made me sad. I walked in the room and saw Nanako, and she'd be like, "Hey, big bro," and I would just want to cry. And every interaction I had with Nanako just made me want to cry.
I still haven't played Persona 4, so all of my context for Nanako is Crystal.
Nanako is, I would say, as a character, she acts less like Sadako and more like Rika. But she still gives me, like, strong Sadako, like, pretending things don't bother her, like, lonely, sad. She's probably the saddest character in the game. Nanako makes me want to fucking die. She breaks my heart, and, like, I, like, very... The words in my brain are viciously and violently, but that's not a good describer for this word. We'll go with violently, sure. It just makes me want to, like, violently be Nanako's, like, big brother and, like, protect her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just... It's tough. Sadako is tough. So I gave Sadako a light poke in the head. You're thinking too much, dummy. I'm me, Keiichi Mayabara. I'm not your Nii-Nii. Not Satoshi Hojo. I know that. Despite her saying that, her expression seemed a little lonesome. At this point, Sadako herself had realized that her question had been the wrong thing to say. We didn't need to keep talking about something that Sadako regretted, so in order to cut the conversation short, I grabbed Sadako's head and pet her. Let's not talk about silly things like that. It's getting late, so get back home, brush your teeth, and go to bed. And rinse your mouth before sleeping, too. It'll keep you from getting a cold. What? I don't know. You're one to talk, Nii-Nii. Be sure to brush your teeth, okay? Rinse your mouth and wash your hands. Then get your books ready for tomorrow. And... I was wondering what kind of siblings Sadako and Satoshi were. I've never seen them together, but I could say without a doubt that they were really close. As for the way in which they were close, it was probably quite like this.
The moon.
Piss. So bad. Are we close?
Yes, just keep reading.
I have to fucking pee.
I know.
It was so cool that the day's heat seemed like it was a lie, and yet the moonlight was somehow faintly warm. The quiet chorus of the insects was pleasing to the ears. I'm gonna kill myself. I hate Ryukishi. I hope he burns in hell. I'm going to kill Ryukishi. This is a threat. This is not a bit. It's not a joke. I'm gonna kill him. I'm literally gonna show up to his house and I'm gonna go, "Hey, Ryukishi."
You still need to do Sadako's chop course,
I
intermediate.
have to fucking pee. I'm stuck. Step, bro. I'm stuck.
Alright.
Did it really just fall into the back room like that?
He's just searching.
Did it really fall into the fucking back rooms?
I found it. I'm back.
He found it. Alright. And get into the deeps.
God fucking.
Satoko's trap course. Oh my god, buddy.
I got it.
Intermediate.
I scoot forward, move this bitch. Fucking whore. Oh yeah, I forgot him.
It was already in.
I didn't hit it by accident. Like, I hit it on accident. I didn't hit it on purpose. I could see Tomata and Okamura-kun walking over to the gym storehouse. They needed to get the bag of lime used to make the lines on the court for our next gym class. Like as in the fruit? He didn't think that was funny. They were on duty today after all. But, in that storehouse, a terrible trap was awaiting them. Remember the last trap course when Satoko had like the Viet Cong traps set up?
Yeah.
Being on this side of a trap for once.
He just does fix things. And it don't make any sense.
But it works. I do that and I don't hiccup anymore. I don't know why it works, but it does. Being on this side of the trap for once is really thrilling. Oh, if you realize that it is a true pleasure in setting up traps, then you have the potential yourself, Keiichi-san. The two of them fumbled around with the gym storehouse lock. Oh? What's this? Oh, well? Okamura-kun pointed at part of the door and started whispering to Tomita-kun. Then, realizing something, they both jumped away from the door. Oh, Satoko, I think they found out. Did we mess up? I calculated that they would notice the trap at the entrance. And of course, I've calculated what actions they will take now. Ho ho ho! According to Satoko, after they noticed the suspicious trap on the door, they would go around and try and get in through the back window. And just as she prophesied, they went around to the back. And just as she'd prophesied, they climbed up, opened the window, and tried to sneak in. Wow, amazing. Everything's exactly like you said. Ah, it got him. Boof. The boof? An explosion of pure white lime burst out of the window. After a few moments, the two of them managed to crawl away from the window, both of them completely white. Racism. Ho ho ho! Oh ho ho! This is the moment I live for! It tastes like honey! But still, that was some trap. You would have to have known everything to set something like that up. Where'd they put their hands, their legs, where'd they jump down? Listen carefully, Keiichi-san. The first step to making a trap is to watch and observe the victim. Scrumptiously.
Scrupulously.
Oh, it's not
It's not
scrumptiously?
scrumptiously.
No! Scrupulously?
Scrupulously.
Scrupulously.
I got messed up by you saying strumpses. Yeah.
Scrupulously?
Scrupulous.
Scrupulously.
Scrupulous.
No, that doesn't sound right.
No, it's scrupulously.
Scrupulously. You must scrupulously predict their movement patterns, how they'll move at any given moment. If you do that, then you can achieve the greatest possible results with only the most minimal trap. Come to think of it, this isn't Satoko's voice. Come to think of it, before Satoko read the final move at that final moment earlier, Mion had given her high praise, saying she had the makings of a genius. So it's all about reading the opponent. So then, the traps you've caught me in before, they worked because you figured out everything I do? Yes! I can see right through all your actions, and that's how I set them up. So if one day you suddenly start having different habits and behaviors, I wouldn't be able to anymore. Bragging that she could anticipate everything I do. That was kind of mean. Okay then, let's play a game now. I want to test whether your predictions are accurate. Yes, that is fine with me. Keiichi-san, you are particularly easy to get a read on. I could do it before breakfast. When we went back to the classroom, Satoko tore off pieces of paper and wrote something on the back of them, making 3 cards. Of course, I didn't know what she'd written. Please pick one of these cards, Keiichi-san. If you do not pick the one that says you're a loser, you will win. Great, you're on. The club has built up my sensitivity to this stuff, so I'll smash right through your predictions. Satoko smirks and holds out the 3 cards. Set your mind to full power by claiming it, Keiichi Maebara. Cool and collected is how you'll win. You notice the danger music is in the background?
The danger, the warp.
Yeah, the fucking everything's about to go to shit. If I don't pick the losing one, I'll win. Which means if I do pick it, Satoko will win. In other words, Satoko wants to make me pick the losing one. What would she do to make sure I pick the losing one? Could she even predict something like that? Maybe they're all the losing one.
Maybe.
Statistically speaking, isn't there some rule that says I'm more likely to pick the one in the middle or the ones on either side? And then it hits me like a flash. This is what Mion would do. Now, which one will you pick? I've made my decision, and it is this one. Huh? Ah! What are you doing? I steal all 3 cards from Satoko's hands. I predicted what Satoko would do in advance. Satoko wanted to make sure I picked the losing one, which meant all 3 were the losing one, see? I'm cool, I'm smart as Keiichi. And that's how I knew. Allow me to look at all 3. All of them are gonna be winning cards. Yeah, all of them are gonna be winning. I flip all 3 cards face up, and on each one, there is a single word. Oh, Keiichi. Oh, myself. You're a loser. What is this? You're a loser? Huh? It means just what it says. If you had only chosen one, you wouldn't have lost. What? That you predicted that I'd draw all 3? Gah! I held my hand in my hands. What? What did I just say?
I don't know. Wait, what did you just say, buddy?
What? What? Okay, let's try this one again. I held my head in my hands and fainted as Satoko reveled at the might of her abilities. I'm a god gamer. No one is better than I am. Her shrill laughter echoed throughout the classroom. And then there was a poof as lime powder came down upon Satoko's head. I looked to see Tomata-kun and Okamura-kun all in white, dumping a whole bag of lime powder on her, getting their revenge.
Oh, yo! You're the only one who could have set up a trick like that!
Oh, we don't get to see all covered in white? Fucking... We got to see Buckethead Rena.
We didn't see Buckethead Rena.
Did we not?
No.
I thought we did.
No, I just acted very well.
Fuck. You literally like gaslit my brain into thinking I saw Buckethead Rena.
I can make Buckethead Rena when it comes to
I was gonna say, I think I looked over and like saw you with the cup and I was like, oh, the sprite's on the screen. Well, excuse me. Would you happen to have any proof? And I'd like if you didn't call me something so inelegant. A trick. Oh, call it. I would prefer you call it something more refined. A trap, please. Payback! Keiichi-san, help me! Satoko deserves it. Our underclassmen crashed around the classroom in furious combat, getting white lime everywhere. Hey, Satoko, why couldn't you see this coming exactly? At the time, I hadn't seen something coming too, though the teacher coming to me afterwards and giving us all a stern talking to. Cool.
There you go.
Is that the only one?
That's the only one. Okie dokie.
Hog champion. Hey, we finished a chapter.
Until next time, buddy.
Yeah.
Goodbye.